Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Geospace. Here at DSF today, we have a special treat for you, the Maserati GranTurismo, the two-door, four-seater sports coupe that the brand is famous for. And while it may not be the Ghibli, I feel like this actually looks slightly more elegant, slightly more refined. And we have two trim levels for this car today. With the Trofeo over there, that's the top spec, high spec performance level. And this one, the Modena, the most stylish variant of the two. And this one makes 490 PS of power from its Nettuno V6. Both are powered by the same V6, by the way, at different tuning levels. This car manages the 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds, and it has a top speed of 302 kilometers an hour. What do you think of this design? Because this is a very classic Maserati thing, right? A low nose with a vent down here. You'll be able to see later the classic Maserati style headlights, all black rims here with the yellow brakes. Very nice use of color. What do you guys think as we walk around this car? Okay, so coming along the side of the Maserati GranTurismo, you'll see one of the cooler features of this car, and that is this split right here for the bonnet is actually way down here, and that's why you have the Modena badge over here, followed by the triple vent that you get in most Maseratis now. Now, most cars, you know, the vent, the split for the hood would be up here, but this one is down here, very sporty. We've already pointed out the wheels for you, and as you can see along the side, this car has very well proportioned build, and it's quite long looking from the outside, but as you get closer you realize it doesn't really look that long. And of course, you know, being a Maserati, you check out the back, you know it's beautiful. Okay, stepping inside the Maserati GranTurismo, you have this beautiful flat bottom steering wheel with some black and chrome elements right down the middle. You have your rotary knobs here for drive selection and things like that. All your buttons along the side, the Maserati logo in the middle, nice circular design here. Very beautiful digital driver display, and of course nice big paddle shifters with your digital Maserati clock here, your aircon vents, and this evolution of the previous design of the infotainment. And of course the center cubby here opens like this. Quite a unique feature in my opinion. You've got your cup holders here, more space here with USB sockets, your Italian flag over on the side here, and how do you even open this glove box? I'll figure that part out later. I also wanted to point out, you don't see a sunroof here, and that is definitely a good thing for me, but the reason Maserati did this is likely to help keep the structural integrity of the car very high. And I also wanted to point out one last thing. To open the door, both from outside and inside, is button operated. So look here, down here there is this button that you press with your thumb and the door opens. And it's a similar thing on the outside as well. So you just reach your hand under the scoop and press a button to open the door from the outside. What do you guys think? Alright, so as you can see, the driver's seat is set to my driving position. I'm about 175-ish centimeters, 173, 175, somewhere there. And you can see that I actually have ample legroom here and decent headspace. But I also want to point out, the rear passengers also get their own aircon vent down here with the rotary AC controls, and two cup holders as well, along with two USB ports. So honestly speaking, you can seat 4 adults in here. It might get a little cramped for very long distance travel, but for short trips, this is perfect at the back here. Okay, so you've already seen the Maserati GranTurismo in its base Modena form. This here is the Trofeo, the high spec, the current top spec model, which sits at the top of the range. Now, they're both powered by the same Nettuno V6 engine, but this model, even though it looks more or less identical to that, is much more powerful. So this one actually makes 550 PS of power, and it has a top speed of 320 kilometers an hour, much more than that car. And it also is a bit quicker on the 0 to 100. This is 3.5 seconds, a whole 0.4 seconds faster than the base model. Now do note, there is also an EV version coming soon, but that is not available just yet. So ladies and gentlemen, the GranTurismo.